What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another review video. Big shout out goes out to Engwe for reaching out to me and asking me to review one of their newest e-bikes. This is the brand new M20 2.0 model. I'm gonna go over everything there is to know about this e-bike. I'm gonna talk about the specs, gonna do a speed test, we're gonna do a brake test, we're gonna ride around and talk about the actual bike, and we're gonna take it for a little off-road test because we are, after all, at the VoltedAdventures testing grounds. There will be chapters down below, so feel free to skip around to whatever is of interest to you. Let's get started with the specs. Alright, so what we got here is the Engwe M20 2.0 electric bike. It features a 750 watt, 1200 watt peak hub motor in the rear, coupled with a 52 volts 15.6 amp hour battery. Engwe claims that this should give you a range of about 30 miles depending on riding conditions and riding mode, of course. We have 20 by 4 inch off-road fat tires, hydraulic brakes with a 180 millimeter rotor. That's amazing. This bike also has a front suspension fork and a rear mono air shock. We also have a Shimano 7-speed with the Shimano derailleur. Up in the front we have dual headlights with an interesting design. It's got a halo as well as a regular beam and active brake light. That's always good. We also have this cool storage bag right on top of the bike and a single seat that's fairly comfortable. And up on the handlebars we have a half twist throttle, the rear brake, and the Shimano gear changer. And over on the left side we have our color display, on-off button, and mode selectors, as well as the front brake, a headlight switch, and a horn. And that is pretty much it for the specs. Now, as far as the price, this current model is going for $10.99, and I will have a link in the description and a discount code as well if you guys are interested in checking this bike out. There's also another model, the dual battery model. So instead of that bag up there, the storage bag, you get an additional battery to pretty much double your range. And that model goes for $12.99. Let's get started with the speed test. But before that, I want to show you the starting procedure on this bike. So this battery does have an on-off switch, and hopefully you can see that here. So it's off, but you got to have it on in order for the bike to turn on. And once you're on the bike, this might be a little harder to see, but there are 3 buttons here. There's a power button and a plus and a minus button. Hit that plus button for about a second and the bike will turn on. We do have 5 pedal assist modes. 0 just means that it's no power and the bike will operate normally. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, one thing about this e-bike that I found interesting, never had that before, the throttle, as soon as you put it into mode 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, the throttle will activate and will go up to around 20 miles an hour. Doesn't matter what mode you're in. The modes directly correlate to the pedals. So that's kind of interesting. I never had that before. This bike does go faster than 20 miles an hour, but I think they limited the throttle to 20 miles an hour just to stay in that like legal zone for having this be legal on the road or whatnot. But anyways, enough talking. Let's start with the speed test. We're gonna be pedal assist mode 1. I'm gonna grab my phone mount and have it up here so we can compare the GPS. All right, here we go. Hopefully you guys can see my screen well and the bike screen well. I usually use throttle only, but because this pedal assist is different, I'm gonna be using the pedals only on this test. So there you go, motor already started working. We're in pedal assist mode 1. This will obviously be the chillest mode, slowest mode, but it will preserve the most battery and you'll get the most range out of that. So it looks like we're doing about 6 miles an hour on the bike. My phone is showing 5. Okay, let's move it up to, whoa, what a difference. Torque just kicked in. Pedal assist 2. Bike is showing 9 miles an hour. My phone is showing 9 miles an hour. That's great. Good to see it match. Speed it up. Whoa, much faster. Now I'm in speed mode 3. Hopefully my phone will have enough time to catch up. Bike is showing 14.8. Let's call it 15. My phone is 14. That's good. Yeah, I told you it takes a second to catch up. Now let's go to mode 4. And I hope we'll have enough road here. Oh yeah, wow, the torque is crazy on this bike. Definitely picks up quick. Hits that top speed pretty fast. So now it topped out in mode 4. Bike is showing 20.6. And will my phone catch up? I'll give it enough time to try to catch up. No, it didn't catch up. My phone showed 19. Okay. And pedal assist 5, which is the fastest mode. Oh yeah, so it kind of eases into the power for the first few seconds, and then it kind of, you can definitely feel the difference. And yeah, this is by far much faster. Now when testing this bike, before I did the review, I think I managed to hit like 29 or something crazy like that. Let's see, we'll give it a shot, we'll give it a chance. Okay, I gotta slow down, I'm running out of room over here. Yeah, that sucks. The GPS just takes a long time to catch up. We'll give it one more shot so it has a fair try. Bike is still pulling. See that GPS is already faster than it was before. Bike is at 30 miles an hour. My GPS is at 27. Will it catch up? 28. I'm running out of room. Yeah, that's the only thing that sucks. I wish this road was a bit longer so I can give the GPS enough time to catch up. But as of right now, it was fairly close. GPS was fairly close to the screen. So we're gonna call mode 5 29 miles an hour because it was right there. It just needed a little bit more time to catch up. But okay, so that was cool. Now I want to do a little brake test. These are hydraulic brakes, which is awesome. I think that all of these bikes that are coming out should just have hydraulic brakes at this point. It doesn't cost that much more money for the manufacturer to produce it or to get it onto their bikes, and it makes a huge difference. So let's see. I'm in mode 5, and there's a bush coming up to the right. I hit the brakes in 3, 2, 1. Woo! The brakes locked up quick. Oh man, you can actually see my old skid lines. Distance wise, we're talking about somewhere in the neighborhood, estimated 25 to 30 feet. But let's give it another shot, as I always do, just for science sake, because with all these brakes, they're brand new. It does take them, a little bit of time to bed themselves in, and they actually become better with time. So let's give it one more chance over here. Attempt number 2. In 3, 2, 1. I think same result, actually. Ooh, I can smell the rubber. Yeah, same result. Okay. But the brakes feel amazing. That's for sure. Now, let's talk a little bit about the bike itself. This bike is super fun. Actually, I really dig the color. It's got this like dark navy blue, royal blue, I don't know what you want to call it. And I actually like the brown seat and the little brown wall on the tires. I mean, I guess it's a certain taste that you may like or you may not like. I like it. I'm not sure if they have other colors. I think that's the only color right now. They might have more colors in the future, but that's what they sent me. But the bike itself, brakes feel good. And let's see, turnability on this thing, pretty good. Yeah, pretty good turnability. Geometry on it is pretty nice. You get kind of comfortable with this bike pretty quick. And as far as feeling wise, it's like a hybrid to me, in between like a BMX bike, but it's not. It's just a little bit bigger. So like imagine like a BMX bike that's just a little bit bigger. That's the only way I can explain it, but it's nice. It feels agile, and you can carve with it. The motor has definitely enough power. Now, from what I understood when I was talking to my rep over at Engwe, you can remove the limit of this motor, so you can actually make it go faster. I don't know if it means that we're still gonna get 30 miles an hour, but it will be activated in the throttle, which will give you the full speed, or there's more than 30 miles an hour. Unfortunately, he got back to me and told me that they're not really ready to make that public yet. So it is what it is. I gotta respect their decision, and if they change their mind, I will definitely keep you guys updated as far as how to unlock this bike. But just so you know, it is unlockable. You could kind of get the full potential of this motor, because this motor is like a beast. I can hear it. If you guys can hear it, you hear that? It's got some, like when it stops, when it reaches its maximum speed, you can definitely hear that it's stopping because it's electronically limited. It definitely has more power to give. Now this thing takes off instantly. Like when you're on these things, if you guys follow my reviews, I always say that 25 miles and faster on these things just feels like you're absolutely flying. It's pretty crazy. So it definitely feels fast. Now, as far as power to do, like, I don't know if you're more into like stunting and stuff like that, I did hop curves with it when I was kind of testing it in my neighborhood. But as far as power, like, it'll definitely lift the wheel. And if you know what you're doing, you might even be able to wheelie this thing. But yeah, I'm liking it. The only thing, I guess, the only kind of negative thing I can say about the bike is like the seat area. Not that it's like bad, it's just that I've noticed that a lot of these brands are kind of going for the larger seat area. I feel like it's just like small. Well, for one, you're not going to be able to carry anyone with you. I don't think it's meant for that, but a lot of these brands are kind of doing the seat that's about double the size of this. So I wouldn't mind if this was a little bit higher up to here, and this seat was like up to here, like times and a half this size. I think would have been perfect. As far as the seat itself, it's not bad from the factory, but me just riding it, and I've ridden it for about 10 miles now, it definitely softened up. So this is a seat that will soften up with time and will just become more and more comfortable. I just wish it was a little bit longer. Now, as far as like the body, the frame of the bike feels pretty solid. The bike itself feels pretty stable, pretty good to me. But we're gonna test how well this frame is gonna hold up to our off-road test, which is coming up right now. I want to test pretty much the power of this thing. It does have suspension, so I want to see how that handles. Now this trail is, you're gonna hear it on my voice, this is a camera might not show it, but this trail is really bumpy, ups and downs, not smooth at all. And I want to see how this bike does also with these fat tires, which are fairly comfortable until now. And this is our first little uphill over here. Oh yeah, handled it without a problem. Plenty of speed. I'm using the throttle right now, so we're gonna be limited to about 20 miles an hour, but that's plenty. Our second little mini uphill, no issue at all. Brakes are nice, and yeah, definitely passed this section with ease. Okay, now I want to test how the frame held up to this little mini off-road section. Let's see, headset, pretty nice, no creaking. I don't know what else to say about this e-bike. Pretty good, pretty well designed. Now I always look at value for money, And for $10.99, again, there is a discount code that I will have in the description. So taking that discount code into consideration makes this a much better value. So for the front forks, rear monoshock, hydraulic brakes, dual headlights, that's a lot of stuff that you're getting that you don't see on other e-bikes in the same price category. So value for money is there. My favorite part of this whole situation is definitely the hydraulic brakes and the top speed. Being able to hit 30 miles an hour, game changer. So definitely a huge plus in my book. If this video was of any value to you, definitely help me out by leaving a like on this video and leave a comment. What do you think about this e-bike? But I think that's pretty much it, guys. My name is Tom. This has been the Engwe M20 2.0 electric bike. If you want to see more of these reviews, and there are definitely more coming, definitely hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.